So, how did I come to Aurora College? Well, as a matter of fact, I'm one of the townies, and I lived in Aurora. So Aurora College was sort of the place for me to go. As a matter of fact, I really wanted to go into nurses training. And so when I graduated from high school, I investigated that, but I was too young. They wouldn't allow me to go to nurses training. And so I took the next possibility and I entered Aurora College. And my brother had preceded me going to Aurora. He had started a couple years before I was ready to go, and then he had gone into the service. So when I started going to Aurora, I think the student body was down to 50, like. There weren't very many students around. But I chose Aurora, and I'm glad I did. Well, I was involved in music a lot. I was in the choir, and I do have a picture of the choir and I don't know what year this was or not, but I'm there in the front row of the choir. I enjoyed singing in the choir a lot, and also I enjoyed it when we went on the trips around Wisconsin and Michigan and Illinois when the choir went on tour. So that was a great thing. I also played in the orchestra. I played the viola, and we had a small orchestra, and I enjoyed playing in that. And then I was quite active in the, we had a Christian association on campus, and I was a member of that group of people that we met. I don't know how often it was. Every couple of weeks we would meet together, and we had common interests, and we had a great time. You know, as I go back, and every time we've come home on furlough and we go back to the campus and we see another building put up and another building here, and I think back to the Quonset huts that the servicemen lived in when they came back after having served in the service, and some of the other buildings. And on my graduation day, which was in 1948, it was just in a big Quonset gym. And I walked down the aisle, and actually I walked down the aisle, and then I was presented with my diploma by Dr. Stevens in front. Looking forward to graduation, I was wondering what I was going to do, but it wasn't so much of a problem, because one of the advantages and one of the gifts that was given to me by going to Aurora was that I met my future husband. And so during my final year in college, we were engaged, and so I knew that I was going to be involved with something with him after college. So I wasn't worried too much about my future. We would invite a special speaker every once in a while to come. And one week, someone from InterVarsity called campus, called Jim, and said, "Would you like a special speaker to come and speak to you this week?" And Jim said, "Fine." It turned out to be a Bible translator. And from that, actually night and day on, that's where we headed, was to be involved in Bible translation. A lot of people ask you, what is involved in Bible translation? Well, that depends on where you're going to be doing translation. In some of the smaller tribes around the world, and that we met in Brazil, there were languages that had never been reduced to writing, so that you had to go and live with the people and learn their language by listening to it, giving the language a written form, and then teaching the people how to read, and then translating the Bible. I think as I've watched Aurora grow through the years, it's been wonderful to just watch the growth from this small college that I began with like 50 students, and grow. There's more students coming from outside, and it's more of a family affair.